Yep. All right. So I'll do a countdown and then we'll get to it. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. With all of that stuff out of the way, we are on our final episode of the prequel movie trilogy, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, me and Mike and Sunny have talked about episode 1 and 2 pretty thoroughly. I feel like we got on a few tangents on different stuff. It's really hard to with Star Wars because there's so much like ingrained into this series. But cool Star Wars stuff. Good to have you on. I'm glad we finally got a time that we could work for both of us because I know I'm always doing these late in the evening, so I'm really happy to have you on. So, and then Mike, yeah, man, 30 minutes is pretty doable. You know, it's like, all right, we could do that. And then Mike, welcome back. You're on for the final prequel episode. Nice. Oh, that's good. I okay. And then we have Sunny, not least, our reoccurring guest host, guest speaker, Sunnyside, or Somerset Banjo, however you want to refer to him. Right. All right. I am getting a. All right, I am back. Can you guys hear me? We're all good. Okay, great, awesome. All right, so thanks for waiting. So yeah, Star Wars Episode 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So I'm gonna go kind of maybe in order here to kind of get a vibe of the room, of like how we're feeling about Star Wars Episode 3. I don't want you to go into too much because we are going to dig into this, but maybe like a summary of like your past history with it, when you saw it, did you see it in theaters? Did you see it like at home? What was your experience originally with this film? And let's start with Jake. It was 2005. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think most of us kind of feel the same way. I think Mike kind of likes the Force Awakens, but yeah, I'm on the same page. I almost feel like the sequels are Disney fan fiction more than they are actually canon. So that's where I'm at with it. So yeah. Oh man, that was the best part. That was like my favorite part. I loved that part. Yeah. Absolutely. Perfection. Yeah, awesome. So it sounds like you enjoyed this film a lot too, and it might even be one of your favorite possibly, which is saying something because the OG trilogy seems to be like tends to be a lot of people's favorites, and so I'm that's cool. Uh, yeah, for good reason, for 100%. Now, how about Mike? How do you feel about the? I mean, what about? Let's go with your first experience first with this film. Whoa, no, in Hollywood? Oh my gosh. Do you live in Okay. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, yeah, I did not know that. 500 hours, so you were out there for days just waiting in line. Wow, that's incredible. Right. Wow. Wow. So you kind of had a big participation in, like, you're right. You said something about this movie being like a big part, like the most impactful for you, and it sounds like I'm starting to get the reason why. Is this part of the reason why this movie was so impactful for you? Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. That's really cool. So wow, I don't even know what to say. I definitely don't have that much of a story with this film, so that's incredible. I mean, it led to your wife too. Yeah, that's awesome. All your jobs and your wife. It sounds like this was like the trajectory of your life, like going forward, was Star Wars Episode 3. Wow, very cool. Um, so what about you, Sonny? Do you want to go with the tell us about your first experience with this film? Oh, really? And you just sat there and watched it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they could fit it on that system. Wow. And how old did you say you were? Yeah. So like 11. Okay. Nice. 11 or 12, something like that, probably. Okay.